A very good afternoon to all our viewers. You're joining me, Joel Outskun, live and direct from the Newsfirst Center here in Colombo. Let's first take a look at what's making headlines this afternoon. Activities at the Katunaika International Airport disrupted owing to a strike action. 63 families in Suryakanda Koslanda and 563 families in Norelia displaced owing to landslides. The Republican Party wins control of the Senate in the US midterm elections. Well, now, activities at the Bandaranaike International Airport have been hampered owing to a protest staged by the workers attached to the airport. We'll have a comprehensive report coming up later on that story in the bulletin. But first, on to some weather news. Now, 63 families in Igbreda Strait in Suryakanda Kolonnawa have been evacuated due to landslide warning. Police said 175 individuals of the families are being accommodated in Tamil College in Suryakanda. The police also added that measures have been taken to provide the necessary facilities for the affected people. Meanwhile, District Secretary in Norelia, DPG Kumarasiri, said 2,579 individuals in 563 families in Norelia have been relocated due to landslide warnings.
The Disaster Management Centre notes that around 1,215 persons have been inconvenienced owing to floods in Putlam. Assistant Director of the DMC, Pradeep Koripilli, noted that around 300 people have been displaced and are currently housed in 4 refugee camps. He added that these areas are currently experiencing rainfall. However, Pradeep Koripilli further added that all steps have been taken to provide relief to the displaced persons.
Well, meanwhile, Central Province Commander Major General Mano Pereira adds that such operations are carried out today as well in landslide-prone areas of Koslanda Miriabada, and he added that the weather in the area has somewhat normalized.
Search operations in Miriabada is in progress from this morning, as in the past. But when we commenced the underfoot conditions were not that for operations due to the heavy overnight rain that we experienced in the area. In certain areas, the search parties found it extremely difficult to cross the terrain as they were getting bogged down up to about knee length, and then including those earth-moving machines that we have been using. Excavations has been delayed as a result. However, we are committed and we are focused towards reaching our goal and continuing search operation. The reconstruction and repair to the road that is been linking Miriabada with the Koslanda estate or connecting to Poonagala is also in progress, and I suppose the fine weather that we are experiencing right now would definitely be helpful towards reaching that goal by this evening. Educational activities for the displaced children is in progress by courtesy of the Ministry of Education. They have arranged programs for the children to begin their classes in the relief centers itself, and then again those people who have been totally displaced by the Miriabada incident, they are being given opportunities to regain their livelihoods by moving into their original areas where they have their cultivations, where they were attending to their livestock and animal husbandry, other projects, and allowing them to come back in the evening to the relief centers.
Meanwhile, the Department of Meteorology forecast heavy showers in many parts of the island today as well.
Showers will occur at several places in the western, Sabaragamuwa, central and northwestern provinces and in the Bol and Madara districts. Thunder showers will develop at several places in the Uva and eastern provinces during the afternoon or evening. There may be temporary localized strong winds during thunder showers. General public is kindly requested to take adequate precautions to minimize the damages caused by lightning activities. I am Darshana Shamik Prematilaka, duty meteorologist.
Well, now activities at the Bandaranaike International Airport have been hampered owing to a protest staged by the workers attached to the airport. The protesters have demanded that a wage hike be granted to them. Now, according to our correspondent, around 2,000 persons are currently engaging in the protest. and the protesters have put forward 5 demands and have taken control over the powerhouse of the airport. Meanwhile, electricity to the airport was also cut off. Now, on the latest development of this story, outbound flights to London and Shanghai were also delayed.
Now, the substance, the content, the spirit of the 18th Amendment, whether you agree with it or not.
What should be the strategy now? Just stop everything and focus on getting your candidates right, getting your campaigns right?
Is different from a parliamentary or congressional election. It is finally to do with two personalities.
What about the main opposition party in the country, the United National Party? They've been talking about...
Maybe they should change the name. Is it a United National Party?
Still in local news, a mother who had attempted to sell her infant in Gokarala, Kurunagala was taken into custody. According to the police media spokesperson, SSP Ajit Rona noted that she had attempted to sell her infant at the Kurunagala hospital. 2 other women that aided the sale of the infant was arrested by the police. Let's now take a look at some news in brief. 7 suspects with 18 locally produced firearms have been arrested by the Kalutara Division Investigation Unit. Police media spokesperson SSP Ajit Rona said the firearms have been found in Ratnapura, Madampe, Kaduvela and Hangwela. A peaceful protest was carried out in front of Anuradhapura Magistrate Court demanding to take necessary steps to find Madhushka Hauris de Silva, who was kidnapped on the 2nd of September 2013. Family and relatives as well as representatives from civil societies took part in the protest. A bus and a car travelling from Jaffna to Colombo have collided near Koswadia, Maruvilla yesterday. A 56-year-old owner of the car, who was a resident of Nigambu, had died, while police have arrested the driver of the Jaffna-Colombo bus. A 3-wheeler travelling from Kapitigol to Galgamo crashed onto a tree in front of a government factory in Ikriwava in Tabute Gama. Namal Herath, a 30-year-old father of 2, died in the accident. National Apprentice and Industrial Training Authority has been awarded the International Gold Star Award for Quality in Geneva, Switzerland. 178 institutions and companies competed for the award. A media conference was held yesterday with the participation of Minister of Youth Affairs and Skills Development, Dal Salaperuma, regarding this. Well, now activities of the Bandaranaike International Airport have been hampered owing to a protest staged by the workers attached to the airport, and my producer says that we are receiving visuals through live digital transmission. You are currently witnessing these visuals through our correspondent who has visited the area and is sending us these visuals from the premises of the airport. Well, now, if I'm going to give you a brief on the story, the protesters demanded that a wage hike be granted to them, and according to our correspondent, around 2,000 persons are currently engaging in this protest, and the protesters have put forward 5 demands and have taken control of the powerhouse of the airport. Meanwhile, electricity to the airport was also cut off, and you're currently witnessing live digital transmission visuals which we are just receiving through our reporter who is currently at the location. On the latest development, outbound flights to London and Shanghai were also delayed owing to the protest staged by the workers attached to the airport. Moving on to some more local news this afternoon, the Department of Inland Revenue notes that during investigations carried out by its department that at least 6,000 cases of tax evasion were identified. According to the Commissioner General of the Inland Revenue Department, Vasanthi Manchinayaka, notes that around 1 billion have been recovered from the persons in question.
During investigations carried out, 6,000 cases of tax evasions were identified. These cases account for red notices, migrations, sealed bank accounts, court cases and also cases pertaining to customs. In total, around 1 billion of the money from tax evasions have been recovered.
Minister Patile Champika Ranavika notes that although the poverty line of Sri Lanka lies at 6.7%, it does not remain sustainable.
In line with the World Science Day, the Science Week commenced yesterday under the auspices of Minister of Technology, Research and Atomic Energy, Patile Champika Ranavika.
The Department of Census and Statistics has identified that a minimum of 3,500 rupees can be spent by an individual per month. However, if you look deeper into these figures, it can be seen that many people are living in poverty in the country. For example, if the government does not provide aid for the impoverished in our community, this percentage will rise up to 9.6%. It is evident that if the country is devastated by natural disasters such as a drought or a torrential rain, then the poverty level rises. It is therefore important that through the use of technology and IT knowledge as well as the upliftment of small and medium enterprises, the country can reduce poverty.
තිරසාරව දුප්පත්කම නැති කිරීම සඳහා විද්‍යාව සහ දැනුම තාක්ෂණය ඒ හරහා ගොඩනැගෙන සුළු හා මධ්‍ය පරිමාණ කර්මාන්ත ප්‍රබල අවියක් ඒ වෙනුවෙන්